Why the hell is he hanging around us?
For some strange reason. He wanted to know what his mother was like. Hardly worth the bother, I'd say.
You can throw in your job at the stud, for starters.
Why should I?
Because I don't want you around.
You'll stay here and you'll do what you're told. And you'll start treating your parents with a bit of respect. Otherwise, I'll knock it into you.
I didn't care about him 20 years ago. I don't give a damn now.
I'll pass on the message.
Hello then everyone and welcome to the video. My name's SerenitySoloREACTS and here we are with Sons and Daughters episode 18. I had hair like Eddie Munster there. what the hell were going off? Sorry about that. I am enjoying this show. Pat's just found out that Scott/Johnny. If this is your first time in this, you're going to be wondering why I'm saying Scott/Johnny. You're going to have to go back to find that out. It is a soap. You have to go back to the beginning to really get the full picture. So is she going to start scheming to keep Scott away? Is she going to get him sacked again? She needs him as far away from that family as possible. She does not want him ruining this wedding. She thought they were going to be blackmailed before. She's going to think it doubly now. Give me $1 million, otherwise I tell Gordon that I'm your son. I think Gordon's put two and two together. I think he might have suspicions, but no, he can't do, because if he did, he wouldn't let him get that close to Angela. Anyway, I haven't seen this before, so please no spoilers for future episodes. If you say anything about future episodes, be very vague. Very vague. Not this person dies, this person goes out with this one dumps this one, etc, etc. If you have subscribed or followed to me so far, thank you ever so much. I really do appreciate it. I honestly do. You're helping me out, you're helping the channel out, you're helping my mental health out. You honestly are. And to my Patreon members who get exclusive shows, which will be on the screen right now. Don't know how many because I don't know when this is going live, but I would like to get these soaps live before September. So hopefully, I'm recording this in January, hopefully I can get far enough in front. And they can also commission shows and buy me a copy as well. It will go from season 1 if you commission a series or whichever series I've left off at. And it will also go from series 1 episode 1 or whatever episode I've left off at if you commission an episode. Don't forget, series are more than episodes, and the more episodes there are in a series, the more expensive it is. And they also get ad-free and uncensored early access to my shows as well from YouTube and Dailymotion by at least 1 month, dependent on tier. They get all the tests on stars, so they could have those for years. Honestly, I might die before I get them up, so they could have them exclusive forever. I'm not dying, by the way, that I know of, so I'm not putting misinformation out there. I'm not lying to you, because it's you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots, no matter what tier you are. So with that, let's get on with the episode. I do hope you're liking these swipey bits to take you into the show and take you from the adverts and stuff like that. Let me know if you don't, I'll stop doing them. I just thought it might be a nice little transition. It makes it slightly more fair use because I'm adding bits to the show. I don't want to be pausing it all the time. Oh, this is a reaction video, by the way. If you don't like them, I advise you to click off now. I do talk over the show at times. Read my bio if you want to know why I do reaction videos.
Don't you dare mention family to me when you
Before giving me 8.
yours. You took off with Gordon without a second thought as to who was going to look after him, who was going to nurse him or mother him. Why, you couldn't give a tuppenny damn about him.
Well, I can't see that it was too much of a problem for you.
It wasn't easy.
You brought him up.
For 5 years.
My God, your nephew. Scott's my son.
Is she going to shop him to the police? Is she going to find out about him?
Is Scott my son?
Yes, he is.
Does he know?
I had to tell him. The way he felt about Angela, it would have been dangerous not to.
Why the surname Edwards? Didn't his father keep him?
No. He stayed with me, and then he went to a family in Brisbane.
I see. Why the hell is he hanging around us?
For some strange reason. He wanted to know what his mother was like. Hardly worth the bother, I'd say.
I couldn't agree more.
You always did have the maternal instinct.
I didn't care about him 20 years ago. I don't give a damn now.
I'll pass on the message.
You do that. Oh, and don't try making any trouble. Won't do either of you any good.
But she's such a bitch, isn't she? It's her bloody son. Didn't you know him? Gonna guess she's not gonna tell him.
Nice morning.
Except for a headache.
Can I get you anything?
I think I'd like a cigarette.
Yep, that's a cure for a headache.
How's it going?
Oh, I found a few ways to cut costs.
Thought I might cancel tonight.
What was it?
Oh, some play or other. It's been a while since we had a night together. I thought it'd be nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got dinner with those overseas horse buyers.
I forgot. Well, what about tomorrow night?
I'd like that.
Good. Just the two of us.
She's trying to butter him up in case he finds out. She could always say she never knew. She didn't until now.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Scott Edwards.
Scott? Hi, Aunt Fiona. What are you doing here?
I wanted a word with you.
Away from Wayne.
Go on. I'm sure we can bend the rules. Do you?
Patricia Hamilton knows. Sorry, no. Not about the murder. Just that you're her son.
How?
Well, she came to see me and I said a bit too much. She guessed.
Thanks a heap.
Well, for crying out loud, I didn't mean to do it.
What did she say?
You don't want to know?
That we're up to something.
Like what?
Blackmail? What? Amongst other things. Exactly. The lady is terrified. So play it cool. Whatever you do, don't try and see her. She still thinks you're Scott Edwards. I told her David got rid of you.
Why?
Palmer, stupid. The surname Palmer. I don't want her making any connections. As far as she is concerned, I had you for 5 years. And then you went to a family in Brisbane. Let's leave it that way.
Lies breed more lies.
I'll be with Mrs. Armstrong if anyone rings. How's the headache?
Oh, it's nearly gone. You're spending a lot of time over there. I didn't think you liked her.
She just takes a bit of getting used to, that's all.
And it's her
When's Daddy
fiance.
going to Woombye?
Day after tomorrow, I think.
Her fiance's mother.
Why don't you go with him?
Couldn't be bothered.
The break would do you good. I'm sure you wouldn't miss anything important. Oh, go on, he'd like it.
Trying to get rid of me, huh?
You look like you could do with it.
You're right, you know. It's not a bad idea at that.
I take it that was Aunt Fiona.
What happens if Scott turns up and tells Angela though?
Hey, Mr. Hamilton.
I'll spare one of those. Thanks.
Do you need me anymore?
No, you can go if you want. I'll give you a lift to the bus stop, but I've still got some accounts to sort out.
No worries. I'm getting used to hitchhiking. I'll see you later.
You two made your peace? Yeah, I guess so. Good. I want to get things checked out here before I head up to Woombye. How bad are things up there? Hard to say till I get there. Have to talk to Roger, see what we can do to get it back on its feet again. Do you think you'll have to sell? If I have to, I have to. It's the obvious thing to let go. Oh, I just wish this place would do a bit better. We wouldn't have a problem. Ted, if it would help, you can have my trust fund money.
Oh, bloody hell.
I'm
It's been
serious.
nice.
I appreciate the offer.
We'll see.
Gordon's too nice. He'd rather go bust and destitute and homeless before he took money off his son.
There's no
I
point
wonder
in
what
talking
happened
about it. Wayne and Angela are my children, not you.
Weren't you ever curious about what happened to me?
No? I want you to leave us alone. You can throw in your job at the stud, for starters.
Why should I?
Because I don't want you around.
Okay, as soon as I get another job, I'll resign. Why did you leave us? It's not going to kill you to tell me that much.
In 1961, nice girls didn't get pregnant. Father couldn't keep a job. I couldn't take one. We were saddled with 2 children. Nowhere to live, and not a cent in the world. What would you have done?
I wouldn't have walked out.
If I'd married your father, would have fallen apart in 6 months. I hated him by the time you were born. At least this way Angela had a chance.
Yeah. To grow up to be just like you. To marry a guy she doesn't give a damn about.
I want you to leave here immediately. We don't like each other and we never will.
I suppose it'd be too much to expect you to show some sense for a change.
I had to see her. She's packing it, you know. I actually feel sorry for her.
Oh,
No,
don't waste
don't.
your energy.
I said I'd look for another job.
I won't argue that. Oh, I'm sorry, Johnny.
Oh, like you said. I've already got him, Mum. Who needs another one?
Bevel's a much better mum than Pat.
And Angela?
I don't know.
Tell her the truth before you do one.
I think she left the list in here.
Well, where is she?
I'm probably lying down. She had a headache.
Oh, here it is.
No.
You're not inviting the Walkers? Well, I don't know them all that well. I didn't think Simon would mind.
If their family knows them, though.
Quite a few other people missing as well. Mrs. Taylor, the Harrisons. Angela, is this because your father has money troubles? How did you know about that? Not much these ears don't hear, dear. Now, look, don't you worry. You invite whoever you want and Roland can fit the bill. Oh, no, that's not right. If I say it's right, it's right.
You can't look
Don't
off
worry
halves.
about your father. Roland does have a lot of connections.
Loud enough, Scott, bloody hell. You got neighbours above you, inside of you. Wherever she's gone.
What are you doing?
Looking for jobs.
I think I might go to Melbourne tomorrow.
What for?
I don't trust Patricia. She's just as likely to start making inquiries.
So?
So we can't sit on our you-know-whats and wait for the police to come knocking. Not anymore.
I don't see what else we can do.
What's Bill Todd's big trump card?
What do you mean?
Well, why didn't the police suspect him?
He's got an alibi.
Exactly. Just hit me down at the
Yeah, I
shops.
need to get his
His
mum.
mother knows the truth. She's the one we should be working on.
Yeah,
What
but it's
sort
going to
of
put him
woman
in
is she?
danger.
Nice. Very nice.
Solid citizen type, huh? Good. If she's lying for him, must be worrying her.
You can't just walk in and say, tell the police John Palmer's innocent. Why would you?
Conscience, darling. I might be down there for a couple of days, you know, get to know her. So expect me when you see me. I think we're onto something, Johnny.
So it finished then. If you are enjoying this, could I please ask for a subscribe on YouTube and a follow on Daily Motion? It would honestly help me out, it would. And you can't just turn up and be slender and then
and relax.
tell her to go to the police. It's going to feel hurt.
Make itself.
The gravy can wait. Can't talk with you running around the kitchen. Not that you'd be able to hear me anyway.
He's just letting off steam.
And making sure we suffer while he does. Hasn't he got any homework to do or something?
Do it after dinner.
He's doing it on purpose. He knows it drives me up the wall.
Why did you buy him it then?
Don't, love.
Well, it's not fair on you either. How many times have I tell you to have a bit of consideration for other people?
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Any more cheek and the drums go.
Yeah, I'll go with them.
You'll stay here and you'll do what you're told. And you'll start treating your parents with a bit of respect. Otherwise, I'll knock it into you.
Yeah, that'll be all right.
Why don't you both wash up? The meal's nearly ready.
The great 80s when you could actually spank your kids. No, bring them in line. Nowadays it's child abuse, but no political
We're
stances.
taking the coffee table round to Susan's later. Do you want to come for the ride?
No, thanks. Got an essay to write. More ice cream, Dad?
No. I'll put the table in the car.
Sorry, Mum.
Why do you have to aggravate him?
I can't handle him anymore.
It's not his fault for what happened with Lynn.
It's not just that. I'm getting out. As soon as we finish school.
That's what you want? But things would settle down if you'd both make a bit of an effort.
Ready, love?
Come
Maybe
in.
Johnny's back then, though.
Thanks, love.
Your door was open. You must be Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm Fiona Thompson from Sydney, a friend of your dad's.
Oh, right, he's talked about you.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you weren't knocking too long.
Uh-huh. Hey, we must have an awful lot in common. What you were doing then reminds me of what I remember of Jeannie Cooper.
Mum and Dad won't be too long. Grab a seat.
Move over, kid. I'm a terror with a tea towel.
His face said it all.
No, thanks.
It'll be strange seeing Mumbai again. Hadn't realised it's been so long.
Wish we were going there just to enjoy ourselves.
Try not to think about that. Let's pretend it's a holiday.
You can have a day relaxation, surely.
What's that look for?
No reason.
Stay there 3 days.
I am looking forward to it, you know. Spending some time together, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I rang Rosie. Told her to only make up one bedroom.
Ew.
This is my room.
Oh, wow, you got a mountain of work and you got me magging on.
I'll take you any day.
Hey, now that I like.
But she's heard that
isn't
many
it?
times
Yeah.
before.
John gave it to me.
Oh, a dear old friend of mine used to play in a jazz band. Clary, his name was. Wowee, could he whack out a rhythm.
Yeah?
Yeah. He taught me to do a proper drum roll.
Give it a go.
Oh, no, it's been years I couldn't.
Come on, you can't give up now.
Oh, well, all right. But remember, I'm really rusty. Oh, here we
Be
go.
good, please. Surprise me.
You ready? How about that?
He's going to go ballistic at Fiona.
Great way to write essays.
Let him go, love. He's probably taking a break.
Is that Fiona? Yeah, it is. Not too bad then. More rhythm than me.
Hello, David. Oh, you must be Beryl. Hello.
sorry to drop in on you out of the blue. I just landed this afternoon. I've come to meet the family.
I hope Bevan gets on with her.
I can't guarantee how fresh it is, that it's on the right side of stale.
Oh, you shouldn't have worried. After all, I did land in on you without any warning.
It's the least I can do. You were so good today with the other week.
Well, I hope you're not going to repay me in kind. I had the worst hangover of my life after that, and he wasn't much better.
Oh, really?
You didn't tell him about the 4 bottles of white, did you? And that was after the beer ran out.
Well, we won't live that down in a hurry. Right, anyone for more tea?
Oh, I wouldn't say no.
I'll put the kettle on.
Oh, thank you.
So are the
milk's down
Australians.
too, David.
Big tea drinkers as well.
Hi.
She hasn't said where she's staying. Why don't we have her here? She could have Susan's room.
She wouldn't want to stay here. She'd want to stay closer to town, somewhere ritzy.
Oh, we could at least offer.
No, it'd only embarrass her.
No, come on.
Listen to that. She's doing Kevin the world of good since she got here. Come on, love. Give it a go. She can only say no.
Instead of being rude not to.
I'll ask if you like.
Righto.
And
See, that bill looks
rude,
like one of
just
those
dropping in
ghosts,
on,
you know,
in
the
on
ones
them.
walking around hands.
Out the blue.
Yes, who did it? Got the right.
Don't tell me you got those awful things out again.
Oh, don't worry. You're looking at the world's worst photographer.
Fiona, I don't know whether you have anything organised, but how would you like to stay here with us? We have a spare room.
Oh, I'd love to. If
See,
you're sure it's
David.
not-
That's fine by me.
Oh, thank you. I was dreading a motel.
Oh, that's Susan and Bill. They'll be coming
yeah.
over tomorrow. You can meet them then.
Oh, that'll be good.
Wasn't it just?
That's Bill's mother, Nora. She's nice. We'll have her to dinner one night.
Oh, good.
So who's more manipulative, her or
Bring the car around the
Pat?
front, it'll be easier to load up.
You're only good for 2 days.
No. Oh, I hope we can trust Angela not to go overboard with the guest list now that we're having it at the Armstrongs. It's nice of them, don't you think? Shows they're finally accepting her.
Wait a minute.
Busy? Oh, some old duck's floating around getting horse manure for a garden. I've got to help her. Why?
Oh, I just thought I'd say hello. It's silly playing no speaks.
It says she's
At
blows
least we
hot and
agree on that
cold.
much.
Not the way he'd like.
Morning.
Morning.
Here, let me take that.
Oh, thank you
I
very
didn't
much.
know she worked there.
The blue one's mine.
Oh, buying stuff.
Aren't you Mrs. Armstrong?
So they tell me.
Well, I'm Scott Edwards. I met you at the party the other night.
Uh-huh.
Sorry I didn't recognise you in that clobber.
Well, I guess the rolls was a dead giveaway. Just in the boot, thanks. Good, thank you very much.
No worries.
Tell me, is Wayne around?
Yeah, I'm not sure where.
It's all right, I'll find him. Beats picking it up in a ute.
How are the wedding plans going?
Fine.
Look, I'm not going to bug you about it. You've had time to think it over. I guess if you were going to call it off, you would have done it by now. See you later.
See, he's still acting like a jealous person.
Scott,
Tell us, Scott. Go on.
you were right. I did say yes just to get at you. I hate myself sometimes.
For crying out loud, call it off then.
I know you don't like Simon, but he does love me. And I don't mind him.
A one-sided relationship doesn't work, love.
Mrs. Armstrong's great once you get to know her. She does the best impression of Mum. I caught her out the other day.
You're not marrying Mrs. Armstrong. It's him you've got to put up with.
Mother's right in one way. I mean, they've got good connections for Daddy. I just wanted you to know. Let's leave it at that. Well, Simon thought you might like to go anyway.
Oh, thanks. I'll try to make it.
Good. By the way, that young man, the one who was helping me, is he a friend of yours?
Why?
Well, I just thought I knew him from somewhere.
Oh, you would have seen him at
paper.
Angie's party.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. I thought I recognized him then, too. It's been nagging me. Of course. Melbourne. I was in Melbourne with Roland. There was a news report, something about a young boy up a television tower with a banner or something.
No, it wouldn't be Scott. He's from Brisbane.
I'd put you even money on it. I never forget a face. Oh, well, must be slipping.
Maybe you're not. Could be worth looking into.
That's the first step, though, into finding out his true identity. He had much longer hair then, and they did look a bit different. So how the hell could they tell? I wouldn't have been able to tell. If it just like went from him like going to jail and then all of a sudden him turning up as Scott, I wouldn't have known at all. But mind you, I am quite slow when it comes to these kind of things. So Fiona's got to move fast, because I'm going to guess he is going to get arrested again. I don't think Bill will get away with it. It is a soap. Even though it was the 80s, soaps don't normally tend to like people getting away with stuff like breaking the law or anything like that. Don't know why. Some people do get away with it, so realistic, but no. It's going on a bit longer than I thought. Sign out. So I'm sorry about that extra long pause there. For some reason I thought it was going to end just after I stopped and I was getting ready to say sign out, which is why I went like that. It didn't, it carried on, and then I was afraid to talk more because I knew I was going to have to say sign out shortly. So, yep, like I was saying, it's the first step into finding out Scott's true identity, that they're going to look into it, see that it was him there, find out his real name, find the news article about the murder, find out it was on the run, phone the police. So, depending on how quickly they move, it could take a couple of days, maybe a day, or a month. I don't think it'll take longer than a month. She seems like one of those ladies, if she gets a bee in a bonnet, she will try and figure it out. Pat may get her wish yet, may do, but I really, mind you, if this goes to court, wouldn't they be able to bring this up in court about his childhood, you know, being split from his parents, and, well, split from his mother, given to his father, just found out, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what Patricia's up to with Gordon. Is she trying to get close to him so if he finds out he's going to want to stay with her out of love? Because she's been a bitch to him in the past, now she's been extremely loving. He might think it's just because of the state of the company, she's worried, she wants to make him happy. But Gordon's not stupid. Gordon will be able to pick up on these things. He's probably the smartest one in the family, in the Hamilton family, to be honest. Did Wayne just offer the trust fund to try and repay some of the money back he stole? Did he feel guilty about it? You know, when Angela says to him about him embezzling, finally taking down the company, so to say, is he feeling guilty? Is that why he offered? I'm glad Gordon didn't take it. Like I said, he would have to be destitute. He would have to be in the, like, living in a tent underneath a bridge or something before he'd accept money from his son. But yes, I'm enjoying this and I hope you're enjoying it too. This is now running every fortnight until the very end, but we've got a hell of a lot of episodes, more than Prisoner. A lot more than Prisoner. I was thinking a sweet spot for storylines would be 25 episodes, unless they need a hell of a lot of setup or something like that, then maybe 40, 50 episodes. I hope storylines don't drag on over that. I mean, it's like EastEnders. Storylines dragging on for years. That show ran a long time, it's still going, that can afford to do that. This can't. I don't know how many years it ran for, but 900 odd episodes, bloody hell, quite a while. I'm glad they did release the full collection though, because like Neighbours, they only released a few and then they stopped. And I hate it when they do that. This is why people don't buy the DVDs, mostly, because they're afraid that they're not going to get the whole collection, so they're just going to stop. Nope. Please don't do that. Please, if you're going to release DVDs, please release them. I mean, they might not make you money instantly, but they may do over time. Evergreen DVDs. Or do they have to take them out of print once they lose the license? No idea. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube or follow me on Dailymotion, could I please ask you to do so? I would really appreciate it. If you have already, thank you ever so much. I really do appreciate you, I honestly do. You're helping me out, you're helping the channel out, you're helping my mental health out. I love you lots, I honestly do. And to my Patreon members who get exclusive shows, I don't know when this video is going live, so it could be 8, 12, 16. I will stop on the 4th day of shows of my choosing. There'll be 2 Patreon choice days as well as a Buy Me a Coffee commission day. So if you commission shows, they'll be this is why I've only got 1 day. I don't think people are going to commission many shows, but if you commission shows, they will be edited, recorded and uploaded on that day, and you will, if they can get on YouTube and Dailymotion, that you'll get time limit exclusive. But bear in mind, if you do commission a show, if you commission a series, should I say, it will start from the first series or whichever series are left off at. Same with shows, it'll start with series 1, episode 1, or whichever series are left off at. Whichever episode are left off at, sorry. I do not do XXX content, so don't ask me to do Debbie Does Dallas or anything like that, please. I mean, it's straight flat out refusal. Now, I don't know how payments work on Buy Me a Coffee, so what I do is, if someone commissions a show, I take the payment for the commission, but I do not spend it, I hold it. If for some reason I can't do it, or it does have XXX content in, I will refund it instantly. I don't know how to do that at the moment, but if it ever happens, I will get in touch with Buy Me a Coffee to find out how to do that. But yes, they also get ad-free and uncensored early access to my shows from YouTube and Dailymotion. So any bleeps or blurs on those shows will be unbleeped and unblurred on my Patreon page. Unless the show does it themselves, like Dread, that takes out some of the swear words sometimes, it irritates me, it does my head in. But I can't help that. I won't be bleeping or blurring anything unless it is a XXX scene. I do want to warn you though, since it is unbleeped and unblurred, there may be slurs, there may be images that offend you. So you've got to please take that into account if joining my Patreon. Just be aware there might be some offensive things there. Because it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots no matter what tier you are. So with that I shall sign out now and move on to the next one and hope to see you there. Goodbye.